So, welcome to A-Side Boxing Talk. This your boy Truth, and that's short for Truth Over Narrative, man. Listen, again, I'm going to say it one more time. Welcome to A-Side Boxing Talk. It's your boy Truth, short for Truth Over Narrative, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's October. Yeah, it's October. It's fucking October. You know what I'm saying? This I'm really just trying to think about why I need to start, man. It's Tuesday, October 25th. Friday. Friday, what was that? Whatever day Friday was. Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Friday, October the 21st. We got breaking news that Terrence Bud Crawford out of Omaha, Nebraska, was canceling his fight or not yet going through with the fight with Errol Spence and taking his talents over to an app called BLK Prom. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. Terrence Bud Crawford, who, as we all know, was in negotiations to fight Errol Spence, has now chosen to forego that those negotiations. He has entered into a contractual obligation with David Avanesian, the EBU, the European champion at 147, to fight on a streaming app called Black Prime or BLK Prime. Hey, man, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. Again, like I said, man, this is no news to everybody. Obviously, it's already Tuesday. This news came out Friday. For me, just kind of taking myself back to that mind state I was in Friday. I was in pure utter disbelief. You understand what I'm saying? You only get one life to live. You understand what I'm saying? And so, if Terrence Crawford is somehow able to, pull off this fight with David Avanesian, it's been reported or it's been thrown out there that there's an upward of a 10 figure an 8-figure contract, which is upwards of $10 million. If Terrence Crawford could pull off a $10 million, man, hey man, get your bag. But it's a sad day for boxing, man. It's a sad time for boxing when the fight of the year or the fight that's supposed to be the fight of the year just kind of get shut out for fucking David Avanesian, right? It's a shame, man. And it's a lot of Terrence Crawford's fans. And you know what, to be truthful, I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, right? I mean, I'm a fan of both fighters, but in that fight with Errol Spence, I had Terrence Crawford winning. And you know what? I still have Terrence Crawford winning that fight should it ever get made. But what I'm gonna definitely say is it's a shame that you will walk away from negotiations for an undisputed title shot, the history that come with that, the legacy that come with that. I mean, this is probably the biggest fight to be made in boxing. I mean, and I mean one of three, possibly, maybe shit, really one or two, either this or Ryan and Tank. But you got a fight like this, and for you to walk away and go fight David Avanesian out of all people, for you to walk away from Earl the Truth Spence to go fight David the Josh Kelly Slayer Avanesian, bro, that's crazy. Hey, Terrence Crawford doesn't have Terrence Crawford winning the Earl Spence fight. Hey, at this point, I'm inclined. I'm inclined to think the same, man. I don't understand none of this thinking. So, a couple things that we do know about what BLK Prom. It's a streaming app. Um, they never done a boxing event before. So and that's the thing too. So I could see if Terrence Crawford, hey, inks a one fight deal with the Zone or a one fight deal with Golden Boy to fight Virgil or maybe a Boots fight or a Thurman fight or one of those other guys. I could see it. Hey, he might have felt like the negotiations wasn't going right, but and honestly, I can't see it. But giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, you say, you know what, man. Okay, I could understand him going with a Thurman fight if he felt like the contract talks wasn't moving as smooth. But David Avanesian, oh my God, it's so hard to defend. And granted, he don't need no defending. This is a 35-year-old man. He getting too close. He's in his prime right now. Anything probably beyond this is going to be after his prime. And I just can't. I don't understand David Avanesian. You got a guy in Earl Spence that's damn near killing himself to make the weight at 147. This fight may not even be possible to happen again. The fight may not even be available for him for the simple fact that Earl Spence may not be able to make this weight. So you got a guy in Earl Spence that did all the heavy lifting. He's a 3-belt champion. The IBF taken from Kell Brook by knockout. The WBC belt, hard fight. Sean Porter, split decision. The WBA championship, knockout. Yodenius Ugas, 10th round. I'm in the building for that. You know what I mean? Oh, actually, and it's odd because I was in the building for Spence Porter and I was in the building for Spence Ugas. 2 great fights. You got a guy on one side, let's not even talk about the side of the street. Forget the side of the street right now. You got a guy that's fighting the competition, that has fought the bulk of the competition, that has fought took the rough route, the harder route. And all you got to do is sign a contract, man. All you got to do is sign a contract to fight this man. I'm not asking for nobody to take short money. I don't know what Al Heyman and company offered Terrence Crawford, but man, David Avanesian, man. This is let me see. The fight is dead in the water. I would have wanted Spence versus Boots. Man, listen. You know what? I heard a lot of people saying Earl Spence should fight Stanionis. Earl Spence should just fight Boots. Earl Spence should just fight Keith Thurman. No. Earl Spence should vacate them belts and move up to 154. You talking about a guy that already done the hard lifting at 147. So why does Terrence Crawford get to pull out of that fight or deviate from that fight with a David Avanesian type of fight? And now we want Earl Spence to continue on fighting a Virgil or fighting a Boots or fighting a Stan. No. He already did the heavy lifting already. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. If we're going to keep it fair, if anybody making excuses for Terrence Crawford to be over at Black Prom or BLK Prom and fight David Avanesian, if that's okay for you, even if it's not okay, and if it's not okay for you, then it should definitely not be okay for Earl Spence, who was heavy lifting at 147, who did everything that he said he was going to do, to then have to go fight a Virgil. Virgil is the next class, right? Boots is the next class. Stanionis is the next class. I don't want to see Earl Spence in there with either one of them guys. I'd rather him move up to 54, either get that title shot versus bruh, or bruh do something with them belts after January so that he can move up and fight directly for a vacant. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Again, perfect. Beezy, you might as well come on the show, cuz we got to chop it about this. How do you say I agree to all ABS terms and then you go fight somebody else? It just don't make sense to me. It don't make sense, and it will never make sense. And you talking about a company, and you know what? Again, I don't know who owns this company. I'm taking it that it's a black man. I don't know. I just see the word black prom. I don't know. I'm just gonna maybe go out on a whim, assume. Hopefully, forgive me for assuming. I'm gonna assume that that's a African American brother that got this company. And in no way, shape, or form am I trying to shit on his company. No way, shape, or form am I trying to shit on the app, or I'm trying to, talk bad about what another person doing, or pocket watching. None of that. I don't care about splits. I don't care about the pay-per-view numbers. I don't care about none of that. As a fan of the sport of boxing, this was the fight to be made. Point blank, period. Errol Spence need to move up. I totally agree. This was the fight to be made. So either way, like I said, back to what I was saying. Again, this company, this BLK Prom, they've never done they've never even done a sanctioned boxing match. They've never done a sanctioned boxing match. I'm not going to get into the $10 million and how many people the arena could fit and what's the max gate that fight can do versus the pay-per-view numbers. And when you add that, you still come up 3 times short from what a get. Listen, not my business. I don't care. The fact of the matter is this application has never put on a sanctioned fight. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. This app has never put on a sanctioned fight. And for those, I just want to kind of throw something out there, right? As a matter of fact, I want to do a little research real quick. Give me 1 second to look something up. How many days until December 10th? Hold on, December 10. How many days until December 10th? We got 46 days. We got 46 days until December 10th. And let me show you something real cool. Let me show you something real cool. Let me add this to the stream. I don't know if that came up. I don't know if that came up. But what I want to tell you is this is a screenshot, or this is the current status of the Nebraska State Athletic Commission website with the fights that they have scheduled. You got October 29th, that's this Saturday, Diamond Fighting Alliance. 11/11 Midwest Championship, whatever that is. 11/18, you got bare knuckle fighting. December 3rd, Dynasty Combat Sports. And then you into June 2023. They don't even, the Nebraska State Commission, with 46 days left, does not even have this December 10th fight on their schedule. It's not there. The Nebraska State Athletic Commission, the NSAC, pause, right? They don't even got this fight on their website. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, man? You agree? Listen, I got to put that one up there again, man. Give me 1 second, man. I agreed to all their BS terms. So who are you fighting? Come on, man. This is nuts. This is nuts, man. This is nuts. This is nuts, man. Hey, shout out to Carmen Serene in the building. Shout out to my boy Broadway Joel. Hey, man, if y'all want to join in, the link should be in the description. I didn't put it in the chat. The link should be in the description. I can put it in the chat if necessary. Hey, come in. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna bust it up. But this shit is nuts. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Carmen Serene. We appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you, Karma. Hey, Karma showed up to the Wilder fight. We was real deep at the Wilder fight. You know, we appreciate Karma. She showed up to that joint looking like a straight boss, like she is, you know. So we appreciate that, Karma. We appreciate you. Reminds me of how Trilla tried to T.O. and Cambosis. You know what? I don't even think, but at least had Trilla, but you know, Trilla had put on fights though. You know what? So you can't even say this is how Trilla did, because Trilla swooped up and got a purse bid. You know what I'm saying? This fight was in negotiations where you saying you agreed to all of the BS, but it don't make no sense. But at least Trilla had put on fights. Remember, we had got the Tyson and Roy Jones fight. We had got a couple of different fights. I mean, I remember seeing Regis fight on there. You know what I mean? We had seen a couple fights on Triller to know that, hey, it's possible. We have never seen a fight take place on BLK Prime. We have never seen a fight on Black Planet. Come on. Black Planet, man. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like blackplanet.com. I don't know. What's going on? I wonder if I still got a page. I might have to go check and see if I still got a page on there. They might give me half off of my subscription if I still got that page on Black Planet from 8th grade. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. For real. It's crazy. Black Planet, Karma. That's what we waiting on. We waiting to watch Terrence Crawford fight on Black Planet. That's what we doing here. You know what I mean? What do I think is next for Bud Crawford if the fight doesn't go through? I don't know. He probably a part owner in Black Planet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he come out with a couple different pages, do a couple other things. I don't know what this guy got going on. But the fact of the matter is, you've already come out and said that Top Rank was racist, so you got a lawsuit. So I doubt that they'll do any business with you because it just kind of don't make sense with the legal situation that you got going on with them if you still have a legal situation with them. You already kind of fucked over the PBC. Let's say that. You messed over the PBC. So now it's like, do they still even want to get in bed or they still even want to do any type of business with Terrence Crawford? That's a great question. I don't know. Are they still going to do business with Terrence Crawford? Who knows, right? Eddie Hearn has come out on multiple occasions and said he's not overpaying Terrence Crawford to fight anybody. So the question is, what is he going to do? He's going to retire? Well, hey, give over the WBO belt and let him retire. Go ahead. I don't have no problem with that. Relinquish that strap, my man. You know what I'm saying? That it's crazy, man. And the biggest issue for me is like, this is our version of Hagler Hearns, right? So the crazy part about it with me being a boxing hardcore, I'm always talking to like older guys and maybe at work or maybe just out in the street or maybe just whatever random conversations. And especially guys that grew up in them 90s and 80s, man, the first thing they talk to you about is Hagler Hearns, Hagler Hearns, Hagler Hearns. This was our generation's version of Hagler Hearns, man. And we just got cheated out of that. And it's possible that we'll never see it again. Our Hagler Hearns down the drain for an application that has never staged a sanctioned professional fight. That's crazy, man. That's let me see. Out of all this is, but you know what? Hey, shout out to Blue Blood Sports, man. Shout out to Blue Blood. I'm never mad at another man for getting his money. I'm never mad at another man for getting a bag. I'm never mad that anybody, you know what I mean, doing what they're supposed to do, trying to step their game up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If I had the capital, if I had backers, I'll be throwing fights too. I'll be signing fighters. I'll be doing all of this too. Why not? You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, man. Crawford needs some better people in his ear. Listen, Broadway, I think that you're absolutely right. But what I cannot discount is, matter of fact, let me see. I'm going to tell you something. What I cannot, I got to do some research real quick. Let me see. Let me get this research. When did the movie, let me see. Listen, November 4th, an important date. In November 4th, 1998. You know what that date is, Broadway? That's the day that Belly came out, right? And from November 4th, 1998, I should have known it was something up with the Nebraska niggas, man. I should have known when I seen Belly and I seen Kane from Menace to Society in a wig eating a banana with the crustaceans on his grill, pause. I should have known never trust a nigga from Omaha, Nebraska. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. Hey, you ain't gonna see it. Them contracts. Remember, hey, Karma, you know when LeBron do the that's the contract right there, man. Yeah. Throw it in the air, man. It's man. Oh yeah. AB knows the owner of Black Prom. He called him uncle. That's crazy to me too, man. So again, right? So today, just a couple hours ago, Adrian Broner comes out. You know, he's with Blue Blood. He announced that he's actually signed to Black Prom. He signed a 12-month, 3-fight, 8-figure deal That's or a 12 month, 3 fights. So first of all, right? We just was supposed to see Adrian Broner like 2 months ago fight Brandon Figueroa. He pulled out, but well, maybe he pulled out because he had this Black Prom on the deal. It is maybe he had Amazon Prime on tap, and he knew that they was coming through with the bag. But either way, Adrian, listen to what we saying. Adrian Broner, 3-fight deal, 12 months, bro. What weight is he fighting at? He must gonna fight 2 motherfuckers in one night, because ain't no way Adrian Broner is fighting 3 times in a year. Come on, man. That's facts. The movie Belly, when Kane was drop a dime on there, I don't like that shit. You should have known. They was in Omaha. You should have known. Drop a dime on there. I don't like that shit. Oh my God, man. This. Oh, man. Clev, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Shout out to my boy Clever, man. Lone Star Steph, man. Shout out to my boy Clever. Hey, Clever, I don't like you said you was at that Wilder fight and I ain't see you, man. I ain't like that, Clev. I don't know what's going on. I ain't gonna give you no more smoke about that. We gave you enough smoke the other day, but come on, Clev. Come on, man. You gotta show us some love, man. You know what I mean? My man had the wig, eating a banana, dressed in all yellow with the glass. You should have known. You should have known. Didn't Terrence Crawford have on yellow for that Amir Khan fight? This is crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. He was the first star from Nebraska, and he ain't represent them like he should have. I know it's people that are embarrassed right now. You know what? I was thinking the same thing, but maybe it's just a different breed out there, man. And again, man, I don't even want to really get into like the disrespecting the people from there. I'm talking about me personally. You know what I mean? It's different type of people from all different walks of life. But it's just the constant bad decisions that's being made here, man. It's like a trend. And it's like for somebody, even like myself, I value what Earl Spence brings to the boxing game. I value what Terrence Crawford brings to the boxing game. But if you consider yourself a diehard fan of Terrence Crawford, right? Okay, or I think he stopped Ricky Burns, or he beat up Ricky Burns for the 135-pound title. Then you got his 140-pound run, right? Some people say Danny Garcia had a better run at 140 pounds. I'm for sure that Josh Taylor's 140-pound run was better than Crawford's run to Undisputed. And so from that 140 time frame, you get to defend them. People talk about how Gamboa rocked them and all of that. I believe this is boxing. Things happen. But if you are a diehard Terrence Crawford fan, you have had to defend and support this man for a long time through a lot of questionable actions. You have had to defend Terrence Crawford through a lot of questionable things. Even this run here at 147. Jeff Horn. But you know what? Jeff Horn, he was the WBO champion. That was the easiest route over on Top Rank. I understand that. Jose Benavidez Jr. coming off the accident. Then you had just a bunch of Cal Brook, Amir Khan, Igis Kavalaskis, Sean Porter. I think that was a good fight. Some people say Sean Porter was on the way out. If Sean Porter was on the way out, he shouldn't have been screaming Terrence Crawford's name. He got stopped in the 10th. Whatever him and his dad got going on, that's for family counseling. We're going to leave that there, right? But if you're a Terrence Crawford fan, you've had to defend the things that he's doing for a very long time in order for us to get to this point, just for him to fight Earl Spence. And what he does to the fan, what he did to the fans, I just feel like he's spitting. I feel like he's spitting our faces. You know what I mean? Again, I'm a fan of both fighters. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I had Terrence Crawford edge in the fight, but at the end of the day, I just feel like you spitting in the face of the fans that really want to see this fight. You know what I mean? It's no, you know what I mean? It's no way. Bud beats Easy Route Spence. Hey, just like Spence say about Keith Thurman, I guess we'll never know. You know what I mean? That's I just don't understand this, man. And then Adrian Broner, man, you got even if we talking about signing fighters for this company, BLK Prom or Black Planet or Amazon Prom or Prime Time, Deion Sanders Whatever it is that we, hey, listen, I like that one. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's like you signing, you giving $10 million to Terrence Crawford to fight somebody that's virtually unknown in America on an unknown app that has never put on a sanctioned fight. And okay, whatever. Then you giving Adrian Broner a 12-month, 3-fight deal. Who are we gonna see? Who is Adrian Broner realistically at what weight class? And it got to be at least 147. At what weight class are we going to see Adrian Broner fight? What type of opponent is he going to fight? And it gotta be tune-ups. There's no way he's fighting 3 times a year and you fighting viable competition. No way, man. No way. That this is it's nuts, man. What he saying? No, don't turn on Bud just yet. He said, "Don't turn on Bud just yet." Listen, inside the ring, Terrence Crawford is a dog. I truly believe the skills. I think he has pound for pound talent, but at this point, his resume is in question. At this point, his business decisions are in question. And even with that, I've constantly argued with my cousin that's in his chat with RBZ. We always talk about Terrence Crawford's decision to re-sign with Top Rank in 2018 when he could have possibly, went over to Premier Boxing Champions for a lot of the competition that was over there. We always argue about that because for me, I understand that, boxing is limited, right? So you got to go get your bread. I'm not mad at Terrence Crawford for going to get his bread. And at the end of the day, that's not to say that these fights couldn't have been made while Terrence Crawford was still over there dealing with Arum and Top Rank, and it could have been maybe a PBC, joint venture, whatever they had going on. But I've defended that, you know what I mean? And I think still rightfully so. I'm not going to go back on that. But again, you got to defend, you know what I mean? When the difference between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, you don't got to defend nothing for Errol Spence. The proof is in the pudding. Earl can stand right there. He don't got to say nothing. Once you start scrolling that resume, boy, it's ball game. Ain't nothing. Once you start scrolling that resume, ain't nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You can't say Errol Spence is taking tune-ups or light touches. I remember Terrence Crawford himself saying that Danny Garcia was going to beat Errol Spence in that comeback fight after the accident. I remember that. I was there. I saw it. You know what I'm saying? I saw it. You know what? This Bud and Avanesian is a good fight, champ. For who? It's a good fight for who? Hurry. Who is Bud and David Avanesian a good fight for? And I bet you had to go on Google to learn how to spell Avanesian. I bet hurry. I bet 1,000 that you had to go on Google and to learn. And I don't even know if that's how you spell it. I'm not even sure. oh, that's a little trolling, huh? Man, it's crazy. No, Harry. You refuse to talk about it on your own channel. Hey, let them know. Hey, let them know, Clive. But at the end of the day, man, it's unfortunate, man. It's just unfortunate, like that we not gonna get this fight, man. I don't think if I'm PBC, how can you even still do business with Terrence Crawford? How can you negotiate with him in good faith again? And then when these numbers from BLK Prime, which again, let me do this one more time. I'm gonna just do it one more time. Again, for the people that just joined, this is a screenshot of the. Let me see, because just so we clear, this is a screenshot of the NAC, the Nebraska Athletic Commission. This is a screenshot of their page and they upcoming events. 10/29/22, 11/11/22, 11/18/22, December 3rd, 22, and then we in June. Then we in June. We got 46 days, man. We was lucky enough to get Blue Blood Sports TV. We was lucky enough to get him in our Chicken Talk spaces where he came on. He talked to us. He said that they are still trying to build the undercard for that fight. So again, respect to Blue Blood for trying to build his brand. I was an avid watcher. I still watch Blue Blood from time to time. When you come on there, hey, he'll shout you out. He'll tell them to go follow your page. I got respect for Blue Blood. I don't got no hate, no malice, no ill intent for Blue Blood. I got respect for bro. But at the end of the day, these are the facts. The facts are we got 46 days to this fight. We got 46 days to December 10th. On as early or late as Friday, Blue Blood came in our space and said they have not yet secured the undercard for this fight. Right? And then the Nebraska Athletic Commission does not have this fight on their books. You got to let's make it make sense for the people and because it's one thing to be a defender and it's another thing to be a fanboy. So the people that are defenders or fanboys of Terrence, you gotta make this make sense to me. You gotta make it make. I want to understand it. I really want to understand it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to understand it, man. Let me see. Let me jump back out of this thing, man. Let me see. Cause how many times did I tell you, Bud, don't want this fight? I wanted to see it, but I never thought it would happen because. And you know what? And with that comment saying, we wanted to see it, but we never thought it was going to happen because Terrence Crawford. Now you got to understand. Now, and what I hate is that now you got to kind of go back when Bob Arum is talking about losing money and talking about a guy that don't promote himself and talking about a guy that's being difficult. I remember before the Kavalauskas fight, remember he went missing before that fight. Before the Kell Brook fight, I think they had the whole deal done and it took him 2 more weeks to sign the Kell Brook fight. He kind of went dark and ghosted everybody. We had the CEO of Showtime Sports, Mr. Steven Espinoza. He coming in and said that he got this news when we got the news. He got this news when we got the news. That mean that you got it. That's what this means. It means that Terrence Crawford is showing that he's untrustworthy at this point, man. I want this fight. Number one, I want this fight. Number two, I hope and wish that everybody could get paid as much as they want to get paid. But at the end of the day, sometimes you got to be realistic, man. Sometimes you got to be realistic. You got to be realistic with what you're asking for, and you got to be realistic with the situation going on. There's no way that Terrence Crawford is sleeping sound at night knowing that he's supposed to be fighting David Evanesian in December. No way. No way. No way. I'm not buying that. I can't believe that. I can't believe that, man. And then Adrian Brown. Terrence Crawford and Adrian Brown, man. What we doing, man? If anybody thinks that David Evanesian and Terrence Bud Crawford is a good fight, you're delusional. You're delusional. It don't make sense. Let them know, Carmen. They delusional, man. I can't even understand. I don't even understand what's going on. Like, I feel like right now, I feel like I'm really in the Matrix. Like, how you just wake up and you groggy and shit like that. That's how I feel. I don't understand it, man. This shit just don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me at all, man. This shit is like how do we get here, man? You get to a point with a fighter, or you get in a situation and you defend it everything a fighter does. Give it benefit of the doubt after benefit of the doubt after benefit of the doubt. Fucking spit in your face, man. Spit in your face, man. It's a good fight for his wallet if we get the fight. If we get the fight, it's a good fight for Terrence Crawford's wallet if we get the fight. But I'll tell you this: there's a young fighter out of Atlanta, Georgia, or that surrounding area named Brian Norman Jr., who's supposed to have been fighting on this BLK prom, and his fight been pushed back 4 times already. He's supposed to have a date in November. And he's been pushed back 4 times. I believe he was originally supposed to fight about 3 or 4 months ago, and he's been pushed back multiple times since then. And hopefully I could get him on the channel here shortly. But come on, man. I'm not understanding this. As a matter of fact, I got Brian Norman right here. I will have Brian Norman on the channel Saturday. Saturday, I will have Brian Norman Jr. on ASOP Boxing We will have him up here Saturday. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk. I just got the confirmation. I'm looking at the confirmation right now. Is Saturday good for you? That's that right there. You know what I mean? We gonna get it. As a matter of fact, I can show that. That ain't not much. We're gonna get it done. That's Brian Norman Jr. We're gonna have him up here Saturday. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna get right into what this how he feel about this BLK prom. Where do he see himself going? Does he like it? Do he regret it? Do he actually see himself fighting? I believe he's supposed to fight. I forgot his date. I think he got like a November something, early November. You know what I mean? So we gonna figure it out. Damn, that's some high quality H2O. We're gonna figure it out though. We're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's appreciate you, my brother. Boy Clav say you're gonna tune into that. Hey man, Saturday, we gonna have him on, man. I think it just only makes sense, man. It only makes sense. It's nuts to me, man. It's what are we doing, man? David Avanesian, man. The Josh Kelly Slayer. Come on, man. Brian Norman got the hey, that's a fact. And I seen some texts, you know, I seen some correspondence from Brian Norman Sr., and it didn't look too positive on this application and what they had going on. It just didn't look positive. It didn't look promising, and it didn't look like it was something that he was looking forward to for his son. You know, and I can't, you know, obviously I can't reveal my sources, you know what I mean? Can't reveal my sources, but I already seen the dad, his father, you know, saying what he like, what he don't like, how he not feeling, you know, certain things with this stuff, man. So again, shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to the owner of BLK Prom. Hey, congratulations. If we could pull and truthfully, I'm very disappointed about this, but if they could start putting on fights, if they could sign a whole bunch of fighters, if they could do all of this stuff, hey, I'm happy for you. Just come on. I'm happy for you, man. If y'all could do all of this, I'm happy for you. Hey, make sure y'all don't forget, hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. And if you got a couple cents, man, throw it on the Cash App. We working it here, man. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, and I appreciate you because you know I'm gonna keep working, man. You know we're gonna knock this thing down. But at the end of the day, yeah, like I said, we will have Brian Norman in here Saturday, and I will be asking him them questions. And as a matter of fact, if you got any of my social sites, you got anything, if you know how to reach me, send me a DM. If you got a question, I will ask it. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that interview live. I'm gonna do that one live. We're gonna have Brian Norman in here Saturday. As soon as we get off of here, I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna do that live. We're gonna do that right live, and I may even allow people to come in. I may even come in and have people asking questions. Why isn't Brian Norman speaking on this? Because he's gonna be here Saturday, and we're gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. Let me see. Agreed. No one should be mad at new money and more players in boxing as long as they do right by the fighters and the fans. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I'm not mad at again. I'm not mad at these people for stepping and getting their money, but I'm just mad because if Terrence Crawford, after the Ugas fight, if you say, hey, I need a tune-up, I need a fight before the year over. So, hey, Earl Spence, you come holler at me January 1st. What can you say? What can you do? If you say, Earl Spence, come holler at me January 1st, I need a tune-up. I need, I need to get one in before the year. It's been a year and some change. I don't want to go directly into this fight, even though Keith Thurman said, hey, I need to get this tune-up in, and me and Crawford could go. And I remember Terrence Crawford saying, hey, you believe in your talent. I believe in my talent. What you need a tune-up for? That's exactly what Terrence Crawford said to Keith Thurman. But now you need a tune-up. Tune up Terrence. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And at the end of the day, I'm not here making up nothing. See, that's the difference between me and a lot of these other YouTube pages. They're going to shuck and jive. They're going to giggle and wiggle. They're going to do all the weird shit. I'm just talking the facts. We here to chop facts. We ain't here to do nothing else. We only talking facts. Keith Thurman said, I'll fight you, but let me get a tune-up first. Terrence Crawford replied, if you believe that you're one of the best in the world, why do you need a tune-up? If you believe that you're one of the best in the world, why do you need a tune-up? I think I'm the best. So who the hell is David Avanesian? We need that. That's going to be the hashtag. Who the hell is David Avanesian? Come on, man. What are we doing? Stop me when I say something wrong. Please do too. If I got a few questions for Brian, or I'll give. Yeah, for sure, Cleb. Hey, send him over that way. Or like I said, I'm gonna try to have him on live. I want to do a live interview. Again, I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna ask him again. Hey, can we do a live interview? If we can run that live interview, let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. We are 46 days away from. And then again, like, so now and something else that just popped into my mind. So you talking about Terrence Crawford, and I mean, granted, Avanesian is not American. So you about to do your whole camp through Thanksgiving and all of that? You gonna go like what? Are y'all fighting at a catchweight? Like, what we doing? You about to be in camp doing Thanksgiving? Hey, what Denzel said to those, my man. This is silly, man. This is silly, man. This is a huge black eye on the sport of boxing. It's a huge slap in the face to the fans. A very huge slap in the face to the fans. Again, I just feel at this point I feel robbed. I feel robbed of the moment. You know what I mean? We supposed to this fight is a Hagler Hearns level type. This is supposed to be what as far as competition wise, as far as in the ring wise, this is supposed to be what we did expect from Mayweather and Pacquiao. That fight was built and then it went away and then it came back, but the fight was underwhelming. Point blank period. That fight was underwhelming. We all wanted to see it, but the fight wasn't good. It was a one-sided fight. This was supposed to be our Mayweather Pacquiao. This was supposed to be our Leonard Hearns, man. Excuse me, Hearns Hagler. You know what I mean? 6 weeks away, no undercard. Holidays approaching. Never done a sanctioned event ever. Now, if anybody, I'm all about promotion. So if anybody ever been on YouTube, or you could go on YouTube, type in street beefs, BLK Prom has done events or pay-per-views for street beefs. But if you watch street beefs, they got their own following. You go on the YouTube page, they already got millions and millions and millions and millions of views already, right? So it's not like something that does literally people just going from clicking on YouTube. Oh, we fighting on BLK Prom. All right, boom, right there, right? They got their own little cult following, but it's easy to throw a fight on with them because none of that stuff is sanctioned. None of it's sanctioned. None of it. But for a company to throw on a major championship sanctioned event, 46 days, no undercard, through Thanksgiving, that's not on the site yet, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Now, my question is, do Terrence Crawford, now again, I don't care. Like, I'm now we talking, I don't care about another man bag. I don't care about the money figure. But was BLK Prom transparent with their money? Because part of the rumor was that PBC wasn't being transparent and they wanted to see the books after the whatever. It is no guaranteed money. Was BLK Prom transparent? I hope they was. Did BLK Prom show all the funds? Did BLK Prom already cut that $10 million check? Is that why we here today? It's just things I need to know, man, because I'm just not understanding. The venue isn't promising it. Is it promoting it? There you go. Okay. The venue not promoting it yet. Again, we got 40-something days, 46 days, right? We got 46 days, no undercard, only a main event. The event hasn't been sanctioned yet. The venue not promoting this card yet. I mean, and even when you throw a card, it's so much stuff that go into it. The medicals, the approval for, like, it's a lot that go into it. And truthfully, I honestly hope that this fight, I want this fight to happen. I honestly hope that we can actually get this fight off the ground. I hope for boxing's sake that we are able to see Terrence Crawford again before this year is over. You know what I'm saying? Granted, of course, it's not the fight we wanted, but damn, BLK Prom, man. Black Planet. Black Friday. What date is November 10th? Is that Black Friday, man? God damn, that's crazy, man. December 10th. Okay, that's a Saturday, man. Hey, should have did Black Prom on Black Friday, man. That would have been dope. Man, sometimes, hey, this boxing shit, man. Sometimes, let me see. Let me see. Shaw Health Center website says December 10th has a private event scheduled in the convention center. Hey, Boston's, I'm curious. That convention center, how many people does it hold? Because I know it's supposed to be like 20,000. They said, or some crazy amount. But how many seats did a convention center hold? I'm curious. I'm very curious. I'm gonna look that up. I'm glad you noted that. I'm gonna look that up, man. All right. Yeah. No, ain't no. Oh, of course. Oh, of course not. Of course I'm not. Of course we're not buying a fight. Of course not. No. I only support boxing that I want to see. And truthfully, I'm not even gonna stream that fight. I wouldn't even waste my time trying to set up a stream for that fight. I'm gonna get that fight on YouTube. Give me the highlights. Give me the highlights. I'll get that fight. I'll get that. Catch me outside. Catch me on the tube. No way. I'm supporting that fight. I doubt it. That's I don't know, man. I don't know. This is nuts. Hey, man. Say side boxing talk, man. It's a dark. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it's a dark time for boxing. I just feel like the fans have been lied to. The fans have been misled. But I'm not gonna act like 2022. I'm still not gonna act like we're not in a golden era of boxing. We didn't got so many dope fights this year. I'm still on the lookout. TGB Promotions, who actually puts on fights for PBC, they do have, I believe, the State Farm Arena in Atlanta reserved for December 17th. I did just see Jerron Ennis announce that he has a fight date coming up. I hope that's before the end of the year. Maybe that could be our last big hoorah, our last big bang. I'm hoping that opponent is Rashidi Ellis. I don't see it being Amontes Stanionis, just because Stanionis is in line for the WBA, and if Earl's not fighting Terrence Crawford, I expect him to be fighting Stanionis or either vacating it so Stanionis can fight for a vacant. I don't see it being Keith Thurman. I just think Keith Thurman truly is waiting around for, I think, okay, 18K seats. All right, cool, 18K seats. I think that Keith Thurman is waiting around for a direct title shot, and I don't see Earl Spence fighting him, and I don't see him fighting Boots. So maybe it's Butayev, but then Butayev coming off a loss. Maybe Jamal James, but then Jamal James is coming off a loss. I think the most appealing fight for Jerron Ennis right now is either A, Cody Crowley, who I guess he's budding, and I guess you could say he's somewhat budding. But I know Cody Crowley again wanted Stanionis. I'm just figuring right now the best opponent for Jerron Ennis has to be Rashidi Ellis. I don't see any other person. I kind of been looking at Rashidi, his page a little bit. It looks like he in camp. You know, Boots Ennis is always training. He's always in camp. Now he's saying he got a fight date on the way. Hopefully, we can end off 2022 strong, man. The first 6 months, amazing. You know what I mean? We got undisputed this year a couple times. You know, Devin Haney, undisputed and defended undisputed. Jermell Charlo, undisputed. We had Clarissa Shields, undisputed. Franchise Dazon Cruz, undisputed. Before the year out, we'll have Inoue, Monster Inoue, Naoya Inoue, undisputed. It's some work getting done. It's some work getting done in the trenches in this boxing, man. Shakur Stevenson now moving up to the 135 division. We got Lomachenko fighting this week. We got Jojo Diaz and Williams Zepeda this weekend. We got Katie Taylor again. Thanks to Katie Taylor. You know, she fought Amanda Serrano in a crazy fight April 30th. It's a lot going on, man. Kiyoguchi, the next card Tuesday look good. I got, you know, that's those smaller weights. And shout out to my man Lord, my man Nyota Box. He been putting me on them smaller weights, but them smaller weights, they bang. Them boys get busy. You know what I mean? So I gotta do my research on Ioka. You know what I mean? I gotta not research, but I gotta kind of look at them Ioka fights. I know he's one of the one. A lot of people that are into the smaller fighters got Ioka on their pound for pound. So I got to check him out more. And you know, I mean, but yeah, I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Because Terrence Crawford decided that he wanted to go to Black Prom and fight David Avanesian for, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? For, you know, we'll see, man. Hey, shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I've been live on this joint for 50 minutes, man. This is A-Side Boxing Talk. Make sure you tell a friend to like, comment, subscribe. You see the cash out rolling across the screen. If you like what you see, hey, donate $1 or $2, man. It's A-Side Boxing. We out, man. I appreciate everybody for coming in, and we will be rocking out again.